Hey everyone! So today we're going to be naming the the lot description. Yeah, the description for every lot from Glimmerbrook up to Ravenwood. Yeah, we can't just include Northern Ministry. Was yeah, there for the Tory brand. So we're getting started with Glimmerbrook. Let's get started with Elixirs and Brews. Elixirs and Brews, a local establishment that's been in Glimmerbrook as far back as anyone can remember. And though it has had some upgrades through the years, it's still full of nostalgic charm. Brooksbridge Borough, situated in the centre of Glimmerbrook, the civil cottage is near the best fishing spots in all of Glimmerbrook. Not to mention the gorgeous Instagram photos that can be taken from the nearby bridge. Creekside Corner, with breathtaking views of Glimmerbrook Falls, this location is perfect for any cozy home. Rockbridge Canyon. If peace and quiet appeals to you, the Rockbridge Canyon is perfect. Nestled against Glimmerbrook's towering boulders, this quaint location is sure to give any spellcaster the silence they need to practice and study to hone their magical prowess. The spellcasters. Okay, so this used to be named Glimmerbrook Watch. An ancient plot nestled deep within Glimmerbrook. Some say the previous resident was tasked with guarding an ancient relic located atop the Glimmerbrook waterfall. Legend has it that the owner disappeared one night, never to be seen again. Maybe they vanished into some other dimension. Yeah, this name was originally named Glimmerbrook Watch, but I just figured out that Glimmerbrook needed a cemetery for its spellcasters. So there. Now we're doing the law description of Brightchester from Discovery University. Let's get started with Gibbs Hill. Right. Mossy Lane. The prominent half of the stage is two-lot complex. Mossy Lane is an idyllic location beneath beautiful blue skies and an impossible location to forget. Spring Steps. As one of the two prime locations in Gibb Hills, Spring Steps is a lush location with great views of the canals and an easy trip to both the bar and the library. Honeydew Fields. Nothing seems quite real about Honeydew Fields, but staying there forever feels like a real possibility. Although nearby Pepper's Pub and Laurel Library, Honeydew Fields is a great location for those on a budget who don't mind a bit of hustle and bustle from being close to the centre of town. Pepper's Pub. Pepper's Pub has been serving the University of Rochester for as long as they've been around. The cheap drinks are cheap to keep the college students coming in, and they've become a home for many organisations that have been formed over time. While out in the UK, it's spelled Organisation, as well as Australia, a few other countries. But US spelled with a Z. Laurel Library. Laurel Library sits at the top of Gibbs Hill, a proud and prominent fixture of the town. Students from all around have used this library forever as a place to study, research, and find a little quiet away from the universities. Now we're getting started with university. Alright, we need to Gibbs Hill. Gibbs Hill is nestled in the centre of Rochester, right between the two universities, Foxbury Institute and the University of Rochester. It was the first undergraduate activity in Rochester and its famous Laurel Library has stayed a key location for many students to study and learn. The Pepper's Pub has also become a common spot for students from all around to make friends regardless of their rivalries. Oh no, they mentioned lots. The Pepper's Pub Laurel Library. I can't even remove them. For fuck's sake. Alright, where were we? University of Rochester. This university is the oldest in Brightchester, founded by the famous Felix Sided, who was well known for enthusiasm for learning and humorously large books. As the years have passed, the University of Rochester has established itself as a distinguished institute for classical education. Let's get started with Darby's Den. Darby's Den. Darby's Den is the best location on campus to fuel up before a big exam, work on homework, and make new friends. The evening tea and poetry readings are hid with the students, and no one can withstand watching the great debates that have occurred here. It's snug and comfy, just right for the den of the Brightchester Dragons. Darkwing House. This cottage sitting on the edge of campus was rumored to once be the home of Felix Syed, founder of the University of Rochester. The cozy home has been updated through the years for student housing so that some could have a house away from home. Wyvern Hall. Wyvern Hall has an all-out view with Drake Hall over who have more simplifies the spirit of Derby, Rochester's mascot. Of course, for those that live in Wyvern Hall, there is no question which is the superior dorm. Drake Hall. Drake Hall is the best dorm on campus, no matter what those Wyvern Hall students say. With the best view of campus from their balcony, the students that live here have nothing to complain about. Okay. Foxbury Institute. Foxbury Institute, amazing young American historical town surrounding it, but it has quickly distinguished for itself an academia. For the students who have worked hard to attend Foxbury Institute, it's not just work, but the pursuit of personal compassion that keeps this campus bustling. We're going to start with Lowry's Lagoon. Lowry's Lagoon, the Foxbury College, fondly referred to as Lowry's Lagoon, is a perfect place for students to recharge after a long day of classes. There's food and lots of space to study or work on homework when students are tired of dealing with their roommates. Computers and robotics workstations give everyone a chance to use the latest technology to get a kickstart on the new term. Alright. Maritime Manor. Foxbury Institute is aware that dorms are not the preferred living choice for all students, so they have built a few houses on campus for those that prefer a more homely living style. Briny Tower. Briny Tower is great star housing for incoming freshmen. With a new friend in each room and an overlooking view of the whole campus, it is one of the best introductions to university life a student could ask for. Tidal Tower. Tidal Tower is one of the twin dorms of Foxbury Institute. This top floor housing is highly coveted by returning students, particularly for a single room dorm, and peak views of the Foxbury campus. Right. Well, we're getting started with Evergreen Harbour. I just had to close the door, so we wouldn't get given out to. Anyways, we're getting started with Evergreen Harbour. For starters, let's start with Port Promise. What was once a bustling trade port now holds a number of homes and businesses that pay homage to their trusting roots and aim to, as local expression goes, keep everything hooky. Well, actual port may no longer be running. The promise is something better remains. The waterfront. An old port building now owned by the community. The waterfront is always the next revitalization project, but seems to have a hard time getting the love and attention it deserves. The Caboose. This old train station is now the perfect place to house a simple bar where people can get together and talk about a time when there was an old train station here. The shipping views. To be honest, this law isn't even zoned for residential living. This is for a home for converted shipping containers. Not to mention its views of the sound. It's a perfect place for anyone looking for a simple place to call home. The Portsmouth Promenade. Situated right past the entrance of the gate of Port Promise. This lot provides the gorgeous views of Old Port, or within walking distance of most of the local landmarks. The Old Mill. This beautifully repurposed space that sits at the base of the Scottsville Dam is a meeting place of past and present, as a modern home lived in the shell of a classic wood mill. Grimm's Quarry. When prospector Arnold Grimm found this famous rock quarry in Evergreen Harbour, he could hardly have predicted that a little suburb that would spring up around it decades later. Today, communities have homes, apartments, and space for communities you sit in the shadow of the walls, striking white stone. Minor Mansion. At the time, this is one of the largest homes built near a quarry by a successful miner working the stone. Despite not being a real mansion, it enjoys heritage status today, and is a solid home for any family looking for a place in Evergreen Harbour. Stone Street Apartments. Stone Street Apartments number 3. This standard one-bedroom apartment, only 8 minutes away from the quarry building, is perfect for a single sin, or a couple looking for an inexpensive place to live in Evergreen Harbour. Stone Street Apartments number 4. This standard one-bedroom apartment, only minutes away from the quarry building, is perfect for one. Hang on. Exact same description. Never mind. The quarry building. The quarry has been shut down for years. The building still stands, ready for a makeover that will transform it from lonely and obsolete to new and fun parties. Robert Springs. A modest lot built near the remains of Grimm's Quarry. This home benefits from some of the fresh water unearthed by fast digging at the quarry. Right. I guess I'm done with Grimm's Quarry. Conifer Station. What happens when the train stops running? Downtown Evergreen, eventually known to locals as Conifer Station, may be a bit quieter nowadays, but residents will tell you that the defunct train station and the slightly storage tanks hide a hard-working community eager to improve the little corner of the world. Pigou Lock Manor. Built by the railroad manager Gregory Piglock during the early development of Evergreen Harbour. This mansion twice suffered damage from local storage before it declares a historic landmark as being restored to its glory. Okay, apparently Piglock Manor was built by a miner named Gregory Piglock. Wait, what if Gregory Piglock was an actual pig? Because his surname contains the word pig. That's a farm animal. Canal Corner. A small sized home with a yard, a view from the canal, and a memory of the shines of yesteryear from the train station Clock Tower. Spruce Wood Square. What used to be a gathering ground for citizens awaiting loved ones arriving on the train. It's seen better days. The current location means that few to locate. Crash the Spruce Wood Square driveway once more. Okay. Pinecrest Apartments 404. This cozy 2-bedroom apartment contains right in the heart of Conifer Station. Easy walking access to local community space. Enjoy the view from the private balcony. Pinecrest Apartments 402. This tiny little bedroom has you in the heart of Conifer Station. It's a few days away from the local community space. Well, at least it's not the exact same dialogue. I think I'm done with Evergreen Harbour. I know it's not necessary, but we're also going to do it 2. Even though it's not even one in Sims 4. Black Spire Outpost. This is the center hub of it 2. Here you can find the dwelling, August Cantina, Dock Under Standard Antique, and a number of food and drink options. First Order District. This is the first order occupied the sector of it 2. Here you can find LT Agnon, as well as a droid pod. if you're looking to acquire your very own droid companion. Resistance encampment. The resistance encampment is located deep in the forest of the Pursuit. Rumor has it that you can fight Immorality, the famous resistance spy. However, you will need to earn the trust of the resistance before they will accept you with open arms. Okay, looks like we're moving on to the world of Mount Komorebi. Konnichiwa. Say konnichiwa to Mount Komorebi. Okay, let's try and do a Japanese accent. Because this is Japan, basically. Let's start with Wakaba. Wakaba. Like its namesake, Wakaba is young, you, bright as the leaves of the tree in early city. The small town is up Kumiyaru in the region of the beautiful Aru, sleek Aru, and new home. And an attractive town center featuring Marco Bream's official mascot, Yama-chan. Tourists of all ages can enjoy the festival of view, or simply take in the neighborhood's natural beauty. Asakura Lounge, a swanky hotspot of locals and tourists. Asakura Lounge is a perfect place to grab a drink, meet locals, and watch local musicians take the stage. 2 for 1 for Kapawari. This law is ripe for any development. Settle on this border of the Wakabawari, Sabara. A home of business on the floor is afforded the easy as a student friend of the residential time of Wakabawari, as well as a reversing activity of the Wakaba's town center. Different is a perfect rental for any travel looking events. And so the top experience of Malcolm Different trade Wakabawari. So you can explain and understand the stated different trade Wakabawari sits right into the neighborhood. Complete ability to know an exclusive space price that anyone can afford. You have one Wakabawari. Different water Wakabawari was a British American has been transformed into contemporary work of art. Sitting in a nice home in the San Francisco. Or just how it makes it about similar to anyone who cares about that kind of thing. Senbabachi. Senbabachi? Senbabachi, the town of 1,000 leaves, is the oldest in the region. Many locals enjoy the town's connection to nature, especially the urban forests surrounding the town and unique sprightly creatures that make a home in their leaves. If you walk the local trails long enough, you're bound to meet the guardians of the trees who are respectful for traveling. Simple Harigawa. Nobody knows the name of the section of the town Harigawa. But lots 641 Harigawa reflects meanwhile. Treasure flower looking down the river. Did someone step up? Perfect stuff for their own household. Harigawa Code. Harigawa Code and his beautiful little space that belongs to everyone. The land was donated to the town to my family, so what I've done for the side of a little bit of sleeping around the natural beauty that had and the Rachi. That is one Cherokee. What I'm going to want the trade families around check it out for you. Let's come these days. This large family home is ideal for any Hispanic household. It really will have actual space for after this entertainment. Place of the children. This was visited back already, but if you want you to go use this beautiful family home. The apartment makes the private connection to access how it says magic. It's a kind of pie. It's a kind of pie is the perfect place to meet up with friends. Play a game of cards or chat with locals assemble matches. Yukimatsu. The true beauty of the countryside could be seen from Yukimatsu. And for snow-covered pines. Oh, sorry about my Japanese accent. I just don't know how to do a Japanese accent. It's too difficult. Plus, I don't even know how to speak Japanese. The true beauty of the countryside could be seen from Yukimatsu. And for snow-covered pines. Located on the top of the Marco Brewery. Sort of, or there's a lot of justification about rules. Wait, this is it. Wow. I found an examples. Take with us. I saw a map. Oh, fuck! Yeah, you got away. First relaxation in the hot spring. Seen the size of the South Festival. Our exhilarating crime to Malcolm Robbie's high speed. This year round Sonic Wonderland has something for everyone. 5 on Wonky Matsu. I Wonky Matsu's stunningly unique radical contemporary touches. Enjoy of the ski in, ski out benefits of the Kiyomatsu sub-area, as well as the easy access to the planning of the bathhouse. 512 Kiyomatsu. 512 Kiyomatsu is a good sleep traditional high rental of the Japanese spit. Oh, I spit it on the TV. But a lot of rules from families. Enjoy the ski in, ski out. Oh, fuck! Benefits of Kiyomatsu sub-area, as well as easy access to the Stradivari of the bathhouse. Stefani odzybatał. Stefani odzybatał to the path complete to the Almeida after the sunny day on a mountain. Natural hot springs have good rejuvenated properties that will get you anywhere your dreams adventure back into the natural type. Gilratsu Point. Gilratsu Point is already on the valley. The South Block has great residential and commercial potential. These access to sports clubs. Sometimes money with the house. I want to build whatever the heart desires and nothing plans for. Oh god, the Japanese access. Oh, god. My Japanese access was, to be honest, atrocious. Look, I'm sorry, guys. Well, at least we're done with Uncle now. We're now doing Headford on Bagley from Cardiff. Now, yeah, Headford on Bagley, it's from the UK. Yeah, Headford on Bagley is located in the UK. Expecting it to look like this, okay. Finchwick. Next along the River Bagley, the old mill village of Finchwick prides itself on its rooting and close-knit community. Its historic square features a pub and quaint stalls that make a flower garden for little window shopping. Tourism and locals alike flock to the Breathley Village Fair, where Finchwick's mayor makes a special appearance to judge and tease gossip about the latest happenings. Damn! 12 lots. Let's start with the pub. The Gnome's Arms. The stone-built pub is a local hangout of choice around Finchwick, and it's not surprising to see folks of the entire surrounding from Bagley area here. Head upstairs to watch a little football and telly, or enjoy some delicious local fare at the bar downstairs. Either way, it's clear what makes this place a community favourite. 5 Copperbottom Street. This romantic village hall is planted directly across Copperbottom Street from Finchwick's garden to our place, being an ideal place for a botanic medicine to settle down. 3 Copperbottom Street. This cozy home sits in the heart of Finchwick, and steps away from that small village's community hall. Though it can get a bit loud on fair days, there's no better home for someone who wants to be a part of it all. 1 Copperbottom Street. Don't be scared away by the fact that this cozy but cluttered home is marked for longer than normal. Based on from what some deemed in existence terms are. That only means simply waiting for its rights to come and find it. A sim looking to live one of their wild and precious life in the quaint village of Finchwick. Wait a minute. Alright, why the fuck is our show? This is really a fucking starter home. Look guys, I'm really sorry for swearing. I don't know how to censor it. Old New Hedford. An area that boasts rolling hills, most estates, and a small community garden. Old New Hedford is perhaps best known for its historical rain woes. Initially known as Little Hedford, the neighborhood resented itself New Hedford in its text to state its diminutive origins. However, neglecting and inform the actual map makers. They ceased officially exists for a 2-week period. When told that to be reinstated, that would require yet another name change. Residents chose Old New Hedford, which means other choice, the Old New Hedford, by a single vote. To Alderman Lane. New Alderman Lane is another direct country land, lacking weight for any cities with a dream to transform it into the ideal home. 3 Alderman Lane. City Riverside, Old New Hedford. Its sizable home boasts lots of land for growing, whether the city is looking to grow plants, house, or the family, or for Alderman Lane. A future only offers a historical class of cool present. This old barn has been completely refurbished into commercial. Tucked primarily between the edge of the Bramble and River Bagley. A still could easily forget that the rest of the world exists. Well, it's a quaint garden. Oh, the Mill Hill. The centerpiece of Old New Hampshire. The sizable estate sits past at the top of Old Mill Lane, Old Mill Hill. It has been part of the Watson family for generations. There's almost too much land for one family to tend. The store and gardens have and yards really plenty above for growing a variety of crops and keeping a bevy of animals. The problem, we're 25 minutes into the we may need to hurry up. The Bramblewood. The natural beauty of these woods have long provided picturesque place for many wild birds, rabbits, foxes, and foxes to call home. Where secreting a small surprising or suffering snail, remain easels and paint to serene Cordelia Falls. Foraging for wild mushrooms, finding romance among the ruins of the Isle of Bulb. Any sin will be transformed by a day in the battle world. Isle of Bulb Park. Located just across from the ruins of Isle of Bulb. Park is a perfect site for any Darkwood adventure. Enjoy a meal at the grill, fine, or leave a present of yourself in a snail. Relax beside the spring Cordelia Falls, explore ruins, and charm at the local wildlife. We go foraging for wild mushrooms and berries. The only problem will be different all before the sun goes down. Oh god, we may need to hurry off! 13 Lane. The perfect length for any sim wanting to visit Heaven Bagley. 13 Lane combines the natural charms of the surrounding Cameron with the identical conveniences of contemporary renovation. Enjoy exploring the ruins of the nearby Isle of Vault. Finding local wildlife in the yard, or heading down under Old Holy Hemford's community garden, or Fetchwick Street weekly fair. Oh, 14 Nettle Lane. This old family home is very deep in the Brownwood, surrounded by a forest story of their inhabitants. Like a sturdy view tree, it's a home that has stood for instance of time, with sturdy roots, linked to memories, and fresh new additions as the years have passed. Cordelia's secret cottage. Those willing to make the hike up Cordelia Falls are rewarded with an enchanting secret. That's a neatly here at the top of the falls in Ringwood of a once secretly house young royals on holidays. This small cottage is the perfect way to enjoy nature, fish, and relax with the Brownwood. Oh yeah. We need to hurry up! Time it! I don't want the video to be too long. I guess we're now moving on to Tartosa, Porto Libroso. Historians say Porto Libroso's name originated when Paris arrived at the zone. Identified the glowing dates, the province fruit of trade, and invention of the fruit that, all the time, the village flourished, and was still famous for its food past. Porto Libroso is a real claim to fame. It is still proclaimed title as wedding industry premier destination for romance and matrimonial services. Vai, della bar. Look, this not me per all Tartosa's coincide coastline. Vai, della bar first better air. So the sandy beaches to share and love it. Plus, nighttime done by luminescent shores that are perfect for fighting with romantic dip. Always short struck from Porto Luminoso. Stelle persone terrible. Dalla coppia serena, maybe the local go-to for wedding ceremonies. But every sim knows that persone terrible is the best way to host a true party. Afterwards, head to the gardens for a stroll or back behind the lounge for a romantic view of the sea. Okay, this is me, Piccolo Luce. The Roman home hides off for the Luminoso shoreline family Piccolo Luce Island. It's a core part for nature around it. The sea's cerulean waters and the coast's famous apricot sunsets. The suburb home for famous seeking solitude in a lovely lounge. Villa Vigna. Visit Tartosa's Villa Vigna and enjoy Porto Luminoso cliffside views. Stay and enjoy all the amenities and the Sorrento has to offer. We'll take a walk down to the vineyards and visit the village for a small shopping trip. Just don't forget to try the local cuisine. Yeah, gonna have People say is one of the modern Glimmer's historical buildings. Its origins are draped in rumor, and are often gossiped about by curious locals. The Peep family, and the lords, have lived there for generations, as noted by the fine flags and family heirlooms. Oh well, come on! Terra Amorosa. A short trip of the coastline from Puerto Glimmerosa is a loving man. Knows Terra Amorosa to locals. Or fishing off the boardwalk. Soon at the borders of the Caribbean, hiking wave walls, or hiking over the hillside to visit the areas of famous lumber tree. And each of is bound to fall madly in love with the various damning sights and the historic landmarks this Lumber's palace had to offer. Via Avanza, situated just off the Terra Amorosa Estuary, close to Highway Falls, and overlooked by the Lover's Street. Via Avanza is a prime piece of real estate. Its location at Tartosa is a law of industry begs the question: what will the explorer of land become? The weddings industry lacks begs venue, or eligible for many common love battles, down at the parliament, or simply a home for those who find themselves in the lands around the ambience. La Coppia Serena. The goodly Galantis has roasters wedding industry seems to travel from all around the world to partake in the Paris many romance-oriented accommodations. And it all comes together here and there, each same wedding, indoor or outdoor. This venue has hosted a multitude of dream weddings and will continue to do so for generations to come. The Old Wood Nectary. The woods around this home carry a natural barrier of privacy and peace. The perfect place for a sim seeking to benefit from areas of attractions yet attain sweet solitude. Years back, its wedding was the local nectary, but its origin has since been refurbished into a home for Markov and its family. Prefigure delle Prati. First glance, it always had the stars of steel. City views over the Harrow Falls. Torres had always had a surrounding area. Hall Street. However, it's a hidden history that makes this spot so screaming. That's the cover what makes this spot one of the best that Tartosa has to offer. Mill. Ah. Oh, we need to hurry up! Oh god, I'm going as fast as I can. Fuck it. We're not doing anymore. Sorry, we couldn't do Mill to Ravenwood. We'll do it in a future video, I promise. Now, goodbye and thanks for watching.